So today I wanted to talk about Reiki as a spiritual path. I always have a picture of Dr. Usui, Master Usui, here, staring at me. Makes me feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Oh, well, Reiki as a spiritual path. You know, I was thinking about this earlier, and I've been practicing Reiki for a long time, almost 20 years. And Reiki has been integrated into my life in the sense that I'm a body worker, massage therapist. I've worked in the erotic industry. I've done and working with other men, male for male massage and things like that. And Reiki energy for me seems to have come through in all of my healing sessions. Reiki is like universal healing energy, but that Reiki energy is channeled through you. That Reiki healing energy is channeled through you. You are a channel for that universal life force energy. You give that how about this? You give that universal life force energy focus when you're practicing Reiki. And there's attunements, initiations that are done to prepare the body, to prime the body, and energetically shift the body on a vibrational level in order to handle these kinds of energies. And if you want to take up Reiki as a spiritual practice, Reiki alone is like, it's a standalone spiritual practice. Reiki is a standalone spiritual practice. You could get initiated into Reiki or get an attunement into Reiki and start practicing Reiki on yourself and others. And you could accept the Reiki principles. Just for today, I will not be angry. I will not worry. I will be grateful. I will do my work honestly. I will be kind to others. Those are the Reiki principles. Actually, the Reiki principles don't have the just for today part. Just for today was added later. Kind of makes it sound like recovery, like AA, just for today. But you can say, just for today, I'm not going to be angry. And every single morning when you get up, you can sit down and you can have your coffee and you can take a deep breath and you can relax and you can start to bring your conscious awareness back to yourself, okay, to who you are, okay? And you can recite the Reiki principles and do that every single day. I have the Reiki principles beside Master Usui. I bought the Reiki principles with the 7 chakras on it from Amazon. It's cheesy. I know it seems cheesy. I know it seems really, really cheesy to do that. And I'm not like a cheese person. I'm not into cheese, and I'm not into woo-woo. I believe that Reiki does have there is something to Reiki that is very scientific, and I think when science gets to a point that it understands like quantum healing, because that's kind of what Reiki is. It heals people on a quantum level, in an interdimensional level, on the subtle level. It heals the subtle body and the subtle energies in the body. When science gets around to understanding that and is able to explain it, I think that people who practice Reiki will be more cherished in the world, and I think more legitimacy will be given to energy healers. This book, The Japanese Art of Reiki. Japanese Art of Reiki is the book, the only book that you'll ever need in order to have your Reiki practice as an individual. I think that Franz Stein is a brilliant person, a brilliant man. And you should have gotten this book because it's a required reading. Not required for Yoga Alliance, required for me. And the exercises that I want you to do are found in Chapter 2, the 3 diamonds. Okay. Then I want you to go to chapter 4, the 5 elements. 5, the Gokai meditation. The Kokyo-ho in chapter 6. That's an energy cleaning exercise. And is that it? Yeah, then it gets into self-palm healing, and chapter 7 goes into the self-healing, self-palm healing that you saw videos of in the videos prior to this lesson. This is the book, and the practices, the meditations that are contained in this book, they look simple. When you read the descriptions of how to perform the meditation, it's not super complicated. It's not like this super complicated exercise or ceremony or ritual. It doesn't sound like it, but it is, because it's about being present in the moment. It's about breathing, feeling, listening to the body. It's about being aware of those subtle energies, those subtle forces in your body and outside of your body. And you got to remember, like I said before, you know, your brain is the goop that lives inside the skull, okay, that lights up depending on what kind of stimulus it gets through the eyes, nose, mouth, from the skin, from touch. Okay, that's your brain, but it's not your mind. Your brain is not your mind. Your mind far extends past your physical body. Your mind, which is pure consciousness, is directly connected with pure consciousness, all consciousness, in the entire universe. I am the universe, and the universe is me. That's what Dr. Usui said. I am the universe is with me. I am the universe is me. That's the idea. You are made out of all the same stuff the rest of the universe is made of. You're not, human beings are not separate from nature. We're not separate from nature. Our physical bodies are part of nature. We are an essential part of nature. Nature is us and lives in us. But our consciousness, who we are, our mind is our field of awareness. And so your field of awareness is also what's activated in Reiki. Okay, everything. And that's what I want you to remember. I want you to take the Japanese Art of Reiki book. I want you to read it. And then I want you to actually put into practice the exercises that are found, because at the end of the day, my practice consists of the Lazy Monkey Yoga training, physical discipline that I'm teaching you, and it consists of the Japanese Art of Reiki and the Reiki principles and the meditations and the healing techniques. Between those two things, the physical discipline and practice, and also the mental awareness and clarity that comes from these kinds of meditation exercises, is what you need to go out into the world and be incredibly successful in your life and also in helping others. The only other spiritual disciplines, the 2 spiritual disciplines that are a part of my practice that are not in the Japanese Art of Reiki, is sitting and using mudras, and also chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, which is the mystic devotion to the law of the Lotus Sutra, which we'll talk about Buddhism in Lazy Monkey Yogic Arts. You'll kind of like get a better understanding of where all of Reiki comes from, because Reiki does come from Buddhism. It comes from Buddhism because Dr. Usui, Master Usui, was a Tendai Buddhist lay priest. So he was a Buddhist. He was an esoteric, tantric practicing Buddhist. Japanese esoteric Buddhism is one of the Tantra. It's a tantric Buddhist practice. And Master Usui was a tantric Buddhist, practiced esoteric Buddhism. So Reiki is really a combination between tantric Buddhism and kind of like indigenous spirituality of Japan, which would be the Shinto faith. And you're going to learn more about all of this stuff as we go on. But right now, as far as Lazy Monkey Yoga foundational practices, I recommend that you take up these practices for meditation, and we will continue to move on from there.